Should we all give it a thwip?
Ooh, yeah, a little
thwip and a rip.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Look at the cards! Look at the cards! Hello! We are the staff of New Rockstars, a YouTube channel and network that makes content about Marvel and Star Wars and other fun nerdy things. And we've spent a lot of our working life focused on Marvel content. We've read the comics, we've watched the movies, we've watched the shows, and now today we're really excited to play the game. And it's not just any game, we are playing Magic the Gathering Marvel's Spider-Man. Is a new Universes Beyond release of Magic the Gathering. It releases September 26, 2025, to be among the first to sling these cards. Okay, if you're new to Magic, this is a great opportunity for you to tap in. Maybe you, like us, are big Marvel heads. Maybe have dabbled in Magic. Maybe are total novices to Magic. We represent kind of some of that spectrum.
Yeah, there's this spectrum
here.
of novice to nerd.
One of us will be playing Magic for the first time. John, let me go ahead and introduce everybody. John Costa, you are brand new to Magic the Gathering.
Brand new to Magic the Gathering. I've played a lot of card games in the past. I'm very excited to kind of get into like the card game.
And then Jessica, you've played some Magic.
I've played some Magic. In the nerd world, I have a lot of friends that love Magic, and I still am really bad at making a good deck, so I do not touch a lot of deck building, but I'm just happy to be trying to do this from the bottom up in front of everybody.
Yes. And then maybe our most recent active player, Alex Berg.
Yeah, I was heavy into Magic as a youth, and I got back into Commander a little while ago. I would say I'm not an expert, but I've dabbled.
Yes.
I've dabbled.
Okay, and then like the first half of Berg's statement, I played a lot as a much younger man, and I've probably taken about 20 years off of Magic the Gathering. So I'm thrilled. This is a great opportunity for me to come back to it, and for you. So we are going to be opening up some packs. We're going to do a pick two draft, which is really fun because the most fun part I always thought of Magic,
Opening those packs.
opening those packs, baby, ripping packs. And so we get to do that. We're gonna draft cards, and we're gonna kind of like build on the fly our decks, and we're gonna do a little 1v1 combat with each other. And of course, it's a Spider-Man themed set. So we're gonna be talking about all the fun Spider-Man stuff in it too. The competitiveness level might not be super high. I plan on making many egregious mistakes, okay? I'm not attempting to, I just know that I will, but I'm also so excited to play this game, a game I have a lot of love for, and play it with these characters and these people that I have a lot of love for.
So long as it's egregious.
Some would say the mistakes I make might be spectacular.
Oh, I mean,
They could be amazing.
Oh!
They might be sinister. I don't know. We'll find out. How about, without further ado, John, could you do the honors and pass out some packs?
ooh, with pleasure. This is a bad pack.
Okay.
This is a bad pack.
Here we go.
This is a bad pack, and the two cards that I'm going to take from this pack are very special and perfect.
I should also mention that we are mostly on the novice end of the spectrum here. We not only have an expert in-house, I think you could say we have the expert
Yes.
in-house. We're thrilled to be joined by Corey Bowen, who's off screen right now, who was the lead game designer of this set in Wizards of the Coast. And you might hear his voice. You might need to walk in and slap a silly when we make some of those previously mentioned egregious mistakes, but we're gonna be leaning on him for some advice, for some background, for other things like that. But as part of this kind of newer format introduced for this set that is very user-friendly, like welcoming to people that may not be as experienced in Magic, the pick two draft, it starts with, I think,
Should we all give it a thwip?
Ooh, yeah, a little
Thwip and a rip?
Ooh. Okay.
Look at the cards! Look at the cards! Corey said not to do this, Jessica, and here I do it.
Oh, true facepalm off camera.
The thwip was too enthusiastic.
Why would you tell me to thwip
That-
if I couldn't thwip to the
Whip and a
side?
rip.
You
Whip.
missed the guy you were trying to
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
with the web, and it went right past and hit
you
Aunt
got a
May right in the
civilian.
face.
This is similar to the story of Icarus, and that's my nickname. That's my nickname.
Okay, so now we are going to look at the cards we just opened, and each
And
of
I'm
us,
not showing you guys these cards, right? This is just for me.
Yes,
I wouldn't react that way if you guys could have saw my card.
each of us will be picking two from the pack we just opened, then we will be passing the remaining cards to the left for that person to pick two from. Each pack does come with a little token that is useful for gameplay, but we will not be drafting those. So we can start maybe a pile. Here, if you want to pass them down this way, I'll start a little pile of tokens down here. So not be draftable cards.
Mine was really cute. It was a hot dog.
I know, I love those. Yeah, this set it's obviously very Spider-Man, but it's also very New York. We've got
Yes.
hot dogs. I do love Human Citizen. This is a lady freaking out, taking her glasses off as she sees a menacing shadow. We might see a bagel in here, a hot dog cart, the Staten Island Ferry. There's gonna be some cool New York signifiers in here.
And that's the thing is like these are ones that you've been like we've been talking about Marvel for so long, and I'm like I didn't know about this thing.
Can we geek out about these, or do I still have to keep these?
Begin the geeking.
Okay, so the first card I saw after my token when I opened up this pack was this Spider-Man Web Slinger card, which, you know, I'm just like, oh, I got Spider-Man in the Spider-Man pack, you know, like, which was like super exciting. So my first instinct was, well, I got to keep Spider-Man, but then my next card was Doc Ock, and I was like, oh, Doc Ock. So basically, every card I'm doing the I know that guy, you know.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of that.
I know. So yeah, so I had to get over that pretty quickly because then all of a sudden I was like, I don't know this taxi driver. You know, but some of this stuff, like, you know, then I was going like, oh, this Merciless Enforcers card has lifelink. It deals 1 damage to each opponent with, you know, basically a 3 colorless, 1 black mana cost. You know, so then I'm starting to like kind of put together in my head like what possible strategies could be. But like what really kind of got me locked in, aside from the Ezekiel Sims researching,
He was in the Amazon researching spiders with my mother.
he was in the Amazon researching spiders with my mother, and also he's a green card, which I was like, oh, Amazon rainforest, I love that. I love that kind of that synergy. But the things that got me real excited were Doc Ock's tentacles, which I was like pretty close to doing. But then I got Prowler, Clawed Thief, which like leans real hard into that like blue-black archetype for this set. He has Menace, so he can only be blocked by 2 or more creatures. He gets to Connive, which creates counters whenever more villains enter. But then also the Spots Portal, which I just the spot in Beyond the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse, whichever the second one was, like I thought was such a fun villain, but also just mechanically, this feels like it's a card that like works great with Prowler because it synergizes well with villain cards. So, you know, for sake of the pick 2 draft, like these are my locks.
Very Spider-Verse coded too with Prowler and Spot, right?
I know, yeah.
Two nice villains from
I'm
that
really
film
leaning
series.
into the Lord Miller of it all.
Yes.
So those would be my 2 picks. But I mean, just immediately, there were so many things in this one pack that I was like, oh boy, you know, and I can't pick them all. But so I'm going with these 2.
In opening my pack, I think this is a good opportunity to talk about our booster set box came with this handy-dandy little guide that talks about draft archetypes. In doing this format, there are certain color combinations that go well together. And, you know, in popping open this pack, I got a little Spider Bite, Web Warden. I also love that legendary creature Spider Avatar Hero. I like that Avatar makes its way in there because, of course, that's what she kind of is, right, in the franchise. And so, like, okay, she's blue mana. Okay, there's 2 different archetypes using blue, either blue-black or blue-white. That's kind of good. I don't have necessarily a black card or a white card I want to get. I also have Doc Ock's tentacles that Berg already rhapsodized about. Can you believe? So I think I'm gonna go with these 2 right now. So I haven't really locked into a specific archetype, but maybe I'm starting to narrow myself down to 2. But I'm really excited. I love Spider Bite. She gets to return a non-land permanent to its owner's hand. You guys better get ready to get some of your cards bounced back, okay? Thwipped, as they say. Okay, I'm excited, though I'm a little torn. I did want to get Aunt May. I love it. She's serving wheat cakes. How on brand. Now this is, you know, I guess that's just for the hominess. What's the Danish term?
Higgy.
Yes.
Higgy.
Just for the higgy of having Aunt May. But for my game right now, she doesn't make sense. Maybe she will still be in this stack when we get around back to me. Okay.
So I got a lot of vehicles. I got a vehicle. I have Subway Train. which I think, is iconic for New York. I thought a lot of my pack was going to be a lot stronger. But it's okay. This is how we also do when we are opening a pack for the first time. I got Human Pilot, Wild Pack Squad, Merciless Enforcers. I have a couple kind of like gang ones, which I really like. I have Merciless Enforcers, which I think is a really cool card. I don't think it's going to help me. And then I also have Inner Demons Gangsters.
Oh.
And I thought immediately this card was going to be the best card.
That's the gang associated with Mr. Negative, right? Those are his kind of goons.
Yeah. And the art is so cute. It's so cute. They're literally gonna murder a bunch of people, but it's very nice.
You can be cute and murder people.
Yeah, you can be cute and murder people, but I got whoosh, which I think is cute. It also says underneath, sorry, I have no time for banter today. These all have quotes underneath. Oh my goodness, some spiders feed on other spiders. Oh, you're right. Oh my god, an eerie gravestone. You've murdered a mask, but you haven't murdered a man. Peter Parker. Okay, either way. We got News Helicopter, Ski Man. We're going good. And then my last two are actually the best. Ultimate Green Goblin and the Molten Man Inferno.
Oh.
Wait, I can't show it to you. Well, I can show it. But these are my strongest cards, and I think this is the only way I'm going to win today. I think it's really cool. I think it's a cute card. I think they're both cute, and the colors are great.
Heck yeah.
Those are real name brand villains, too.
Yeah.
Green Goblin, out of the gate. Excellent.
Out of the gate.
Yeah, that's a classic.
I went through all of my cards. Banger cards. I wish I could keep them all, but I can't. That's the rules. And I just love how they sneak in flavor from the universe, even on cards that you weren't like opening the pack excited to grab, but the cards are still so flavorful and so fun. Common Crook? Are you kidding me? And he's like running around with a bag full of money. So good. Spider-Man's in the distance. All the art is so fun. Selfless Police Captain Stacy. Maybe should have been a little bit less selfish in Across the Spider-Verse, but hey, that's how it goes. We got Norman Osborn doing an unstable experiment. So like, even if you're not getting Green Goblin, you're still getting like super fun flavor of characters you love. Awesome. Romantic Rendezvous, of course. Professional Wrestler, that's for Brandon and Zach. Hot Dog Cart, do a flip Spider-Man. Lurking Lizards, Venomized Cat.
Ooh.
And then Zach, Tombstone, maybe this gets passed to you. My favorite flavor card, Where's the Takeout, in this art? Madam Web, Clairvoyant. Savage Mansion is a land. Subway Train, of course, very Spider-Man. And then the two cards that I'm gonna pull, which I shouldn't be talking about out loud, but here we are doing a demo. Of course, again, Across the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man India, which is amazing. And I think this is gonna push me to get more spider characters, which is gonna be really fun.
I want a chai in addition.
Yeah, exactly. Chai tea, I think is what it is. No. And that's just so fun to build a deck around spider characters. How exciting. And then Cheering Crowd, which also feels so Spider-Man coded.
Yeah.
So New York, he's a hero, all that kind of stuff. So super excited about these cards.
I like you're already leaning hero, Jessica already leaning villain.
Villain.
We'll see how that plays out.
I did not choose the pack. The pack chose
That's
me.
right.
The pack chose me.
With great packs comes great responsibility. That's right. So now we've all selected our first two cards. We're now going to pass the remaining cards to our left. And John's going to send his all the way down the table back to me. We're going to pick two more cards. We've all selected what we think are the best two cards. Now, I just want to point out, I'm not selecting this card, but I got a cool foil Subway Train. You can see it shining in the studio light. Now, Subway Train is just a common card that there's a non-foil version of this, but they mixed in random foil versions of all the cards, and I don't know, it's just pretty. But not pretty enough for me to pick it now. Instead, I'm going, John mocked it earlier, I'm going Selfless Police Captain, an unstable experiment. I'm kind of locking myself or settling into blue-white, feels like the right combinations for me, the archetype. Hopefully that starts building some synergies between my cards.
Yeah, and I'm kind of locking in on blue and black villains attack.
That does sound good.
There's got to be a rhyme. So I got this whoosh card, which is like Jess had a whoosh in her deck earlier, I believe, and then I also got Swarm Being of Bees, which does make sense for my what I'm going for my deck anyways. But I must read the flavor text because I would have had to pick it regardless. Evil never dies. It just becomes bees. Swarm for its vampire. So
That's so funny.
hard pick. And then I do want to show off, like, there are these fun, like, land variants, and just as like a real life spider nerd, this swamp with the spider web skull in it is just like very metal, extremely Halloween-y.
Yes.
Very cool. Didn't make the cut this time, but I appreciate it's there.
I got my land, which is Ominous Asylum. It's sick as hell. I'm super about it. But I'm going black and reds. Which, look, I get too competitive. Then I'm just hoping that I'm building something that can beat John. And then I also got Doc Ock's Tentacles.
Ooh,
The one
yep.
that you were talking
I
about.
got one of those.
yeah.
The one
Yeah.
that you were talking so heavily about. I stole.
Nice.
I swiped.
There's a small chance I'm building out a tri-colored deck here,
Good.
which,
Ooh.
of course, as we've stated earlier, I am the most experienced Magic player, so it makes sense that I'm doing the most complicated.
We
action
know,
here.
you don't need to keep telling us.
We'll see how this pans out. Spider Manifestation, which I think maybe you would consider to be like a ramp card. It gives you extra mana when you tap it. And then Wild Pack Squad, which is like a cool buff card.
Heck yeah.
I know terms, I know lingo. Cool.
All right, so now we pass these to
The left again.
Again, once more to the left.
We skipped ahead to us kind of finishing the draft. Happy to declare I won. They'll all disagree, but I'm pretty sure about that. And then we opened up some more packs because we were having such a good time. We want
Yeah.
to point out some other really cool cards that we opened.
So I got 3 cards here that are just rad. One is this Web Warriors card, which is part of like a landscape, like a scene set. So if you remember old Wacky Packs in the day, you know, like this is one of those ones where you get 9 cards, and if you can find all 9 and put them together, you get like sort of an awesome.
Or like an
Splash
Instagram
page.
grid for the kids.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
I
mean?
know.
I was gonna say,
do
know
with
your
the grid.
audience.
Yeah,
What
I
did you
know
call
what that
it?
means. Wacky Packs.
Herbie Burby?
We all got Wacky Packs for doing cello practice, right?
You're making all this up. I want to, before you talk about your next one, I want to talk about, this is a really cool one. So there are some limited double-sided, this is a mythic level card, or double-sided cards that kind of play off of this idea of creatures with alter egos, secret identities. So this particular one, you could play either side if it's in your hand, or if you play one side, it can transform into the other. So this is Norman Osborn on one part, but you can pay a cost, and he transforms into the much more powerful Green Goblin, which is a really cool, they both look incredible, and that's what a fun concept.
I also got this really awesome web frame Aranya Heart of the Spider, and it's like got this like foily effect on it. This is one of those cards that does not work for the deck I was currently drafting, but like looks so good you might have to take it anyways.
Yeah.
You know, this is the one in your binder with the little plastic, you know, like sleeves or whatever, where you never play with it, you just show it off to your friends when they come over.
Yes.
And then I also got one of these spectacular Spider-Man card with the classic comic art on it. And these ones you might have seen online are the ones that have the variant art where it's the same card with all the different outfits. And the completionist in me loves that like kind of collecting aspect too, which is very fun.
Okay, I think now we're gonna take a break. We're going to sift through the 40-ish cards that each of us have, pick out 23 or so, add in some lands, build our decks, and then enter the arena to attack each other and declare a once and for all winner.
Yes.
Ferg and I have put together some decks. We've consulted our expert.
Done our drafting.
Yes, we've drafted, we've constructed, now we're ready to play.
Yes.
Now the second fun part begins.
Yes.
Okay, so to see who goes first, we've got
We say highest on the D20.
a very dense D20 here. I rolled a 14.
14. That's a 2.
2, okay.
Zach goes first.
Now we'll both draw 7 cards. I will not be drawing another one at the beginning of my turn as the person who goes first. All right, well, I'm going to play a land, good old plains, and that's it.
I'm gonna draw a card. Ooh, I'll save that. And I'm gonna bust out a swamp. I know the exact swamps in that area. They're north of the Bronx.
Oh, yeah. You've been in New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now on to my second turn. Then I am going to play a card. Skyward Spider.
Ooh.
Excited to play. It's a little 2-mana Spider Human Hero, Ward 2. This creature has flying as long as it's modified, not currently modified. And Ward 2 means whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it unless that player pays 2 mana. And I'm done.
Okay, I'm drawing card. Okay, and you know what? I'm just gonna put that island out there, Great Island of Manhattan. And then I'm going to tap both of these and bring out this Mob Lookout. I'm going to have him connive himself. So I'm gonna draw a card and then discard a card. And if I discard a non-land card, he's gonna get a +1/+1 counter. So I'm going to discard that, and he's gonna have a +1/+1 counter on him.
Untapping? Fine. Okay. Oh, okay. I have no more lands to play, unfortunately. So I'm going to tap those beautiful lands. I'm going to play Unstable Experiment.
Ooh.
An instant. Target player draws a card. That'll be me. I'll draw that card. And then up to 1 target creature you control connives. So I, of course, have this 1 creature I control. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, put a 1/1 counter on that creature. That sounds like a great idea. And I will discard this Oscorp research team, put them in the graveyard, and then I get a 1/1. And I'll put my instant in the graveyard as well. And now I was lucky enough to draw a land. I will play said land. Moving on to combat, I'm gonna do some attacking here. My Skyward Spider that has a 1/+1/+1, so it's 3/3.
3/3.
I'm going to attack now. As she is modified, she is flying, so she
Yeah.
can only be blocked by something with flying or reach.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna eat that 3 damage, which brings me down to 17. But I can cheat and just give myself more health.
Wait, no! If only we could do that in real life.
Yeah,
right?
I know, right? Okay, all right. So I'm down to 17.
Okay.
So I'm going to untap, draw. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to bring out another swamp. I can see the writing on the wall, and that creature is just going to keep attacking me because I don't have anything I'll get anytime soon that can fly. I'm going to tap my lands and summon Tombstone Career Criminal. So I don't have any target villain cards I can return to my hand from my graveyard, but my future villain spells will cost 1 less mana, which is great. Ooh. And I'm going to attack with Mob Lookout, because you can't block him. And so you're going to take 1 damage. But
okay, well, you know.
But remember, you can cheat. We've established
no, that's not what we want.
Cheating is okay.
No, you know, sometimes you need to take a little damage just to remember you're alive. You know what I mean? So I'm down to 19.
You gotta eat that spicy pepper.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's my turn.
All done? Okay, I begin by untapping here with my land and my creature, singular. And now I'm gonna draw. Okay. I'm gonna play an island. And now, okay, I'm gonna tap this mana to play Spider Bite, Web Warden. When Spider Bite enters, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. All right, you know what? Take this tombstone. Take him back to where he came from.
Man.
Okay?
Man.
And I have 1 mana left untapped, so I'm going to do that and play Spider Suit. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and is a spider hero in addition to its other types. I now have some equipment. Nobody's wearing it right now, but there is a spider suit in a bag in the corner.
Out. We're all
That's
gazing
right.
at it. Yeah.
That's right. And now I'm going to go to combat. Spider Bite is still experiencing summoning sickness. But Skyward Spider, 3/3. I choose to attack.
Okay, and I choose to eat that damage. Okay, so I'm down to 14. Okay, my turn, I believe, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to untap. Drawing here. I can't do anything about Skyward Spider for a bit. So I'm gonna play Island here. I drafted this cool Clone Saga card I wanna check out. So I'm gonna tap everything. I'm gonna tap everything and play this. So on this first turn, I get to look at the next 3 cards of my deck, so I can just kind of know what's coming down the pike. Okay, I'm going to put this in the graveyard, but I'll be able to bring it back if I need it, and leave these 2 on top. Thank you, Clone Saga. That's my turn.
Okay. All right. Well, I will untap. All right. I am going to equip this spider suit with 3 mana, and I'm gonna put that on my Skyward Spider here. And I'm going to play Web Shooters, another artifact, some equipment with its impact TBD. And you know what? Let's go ahead and let's get nuts here. So this is now a 5/5.
Oh no.
I will attack. Gonna leave Spider Bite chilling.
Okay, so that puts me down at 9 health, and I believe I've done 1 point of damage to you.
That's right.
Okay, great. So it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Untap all this. Bam, bam. Okay, I will draw. Okay, I got a land. And now I'm on round 2 of this. So next time I cast a creature spell this turn, I copy it, except the copy isn't legendary. Normally I would love to bring back Tombstone, but I think if I don't get rid of Skyward Spider, I'm kind of hosed. So I'm gonna cast Spot's Portal. You got Ward 2 on there, so that's gonna take everything I've got. Skyward Spider now goes to the bottom of your library.
Oh, Dirt Dog.
Okay, great. So I think that's all I can reasonably do for now. It is your turn.
I am going to equip Spider Suit now on Spider Bite. It's the kind of character that needs a spider suit. Mm-hmm. I am also going to tap 1 mana to play Aunt May Foil. Let's go! Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. If it's a spider, put a 1/1 counter on it. Uh-oh. Well, let's see. That could happen in the future. And I'm going to tap 2 more to equip Web Shooter onto Spider Bite. This gives it 1/1, and whenever this creature attacks, tap a target creature an opponent controls. And then I'm going to attack. Now this creature, Spider Bite, now has is a 5/5. And the Web Shooter allows me to tap a target creature. I would like to tap that creature, and so that's a 5 damage to you.
All right, I'm down to 4 hit points.
Okay. Anybody's game.
Yeah, could go either way. Could go either way. I'm going to untap my lands, untap my Mob Lookout, advance my Clone Saga to turn 3. That thing's gonna go to the graveyard. It was fun while it lasted. Draw a card here. There's not much sand left in my hourglass. I'm going to tap all 3 of these, tap these 2, and play Black Cat, Cunning Thief. So when Black Cat enters, I get to look at the top 9 cards of your library and then exile 2 of them and just kind of steal them from you. And then I get to put the rest back in random order on the bottom there. So
9
top
cards, holy cow.
Okay, I'm going to exile Aranya, Heart of the Spider. These are mainly spite exiles. In that, I don't think I'll get a chance to use these, but now neither will you.
Wow. Also, they're both spider people, which I have a special ability to buff spider people, so that sucks.
Okay, and then I'll randomize these, and these go back to the bottom of your library.
Bottom?
Bottom.
Well, we'll see. Okay, are you done?
I am done.
You're not attacking? Okay.
No, because Aunt May will block it, and then she'll just untap, so it's like, what's the point?
I untap. I draw. Okay, I'm excited. I just pulled a rare card that I would like to play. I'm going to cost 4 mana. Bio-organic carapace.
Oh, I saw that when we were drafting.
I love carapace is a word you really only ever see in comic books and fantasy and role-playing games. I feel
if
like
you're reading a nonfiction book about crustaceans, it pops up.
okay, there you go. It's like Tom, Dick, and Harry to crustaceans, isn't it? Okay, so it's an artifact. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. Aunt May looks like she could really use a bioorganic carapace. Equipped creature gets 2/2/2, and has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card for each modified creature you control.
So basically, I'm getting mech suit Aunt May.
Oh man,
storming me now, right?
Welcome to hell, cowboy. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna attack with both. So again, Spider Bite is currently a 5/5, and Aunt May is this will make Aunt May a 2/4, and I get to tap one of your creatures. I will tap your Mob Lookout. Apologies for touching your cards. I know that's probably verbatim. Okay.
I've got to sacrifice Black Cat so I don't lose the game right now. Goodbye, Black Cat. And then I still get these 2 exile cards though, and so now May is gonna do
2 damage.
2 damage. Okay, I'm down to 2 hit points. Still anybody's game.
And I also get an ability. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card for each modified creature you control. I currently control 2 modified creatures. I will draw 2 cards. Okay.
Okay.
And thus concludes my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna untap everything. I think this is the turn where after not having an ability to do more than 1 damage at a time, I magically gain the ability to do like 40. And you know what card is gonna let me do that? This swamp I just picked up. Oh, you think you're so smart. You weren't ready for one more swamp. Okay, I think this is kind of my, blaze of glory moment here. So I'm going to, I can use any mana to cast these exile cards. So I'm just gonna tap 2 islands here and summon Spider-Man 2099. He's got Double Strike and Vengeance. At the beginning of my end step, if I've played a land or cast a spell, and I played that swamp, I told you it was gonna matter. Spider-Man 2099 deals damage equal to his power to any target. Ooh. And then I still have enough lands left to summon Aranya, Heart of the Spider. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Whenever a modified creature I control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of my library. You may play that card this turn. Okay, I got your cool rares. So because I played Spider-Man 2099 and Aranya from exile, you take 2 damage. I told you I was gonna turn it around.
Okay.
And there's the proof is in the pudding, my man. Okay, but that is the end of my turn, so I welcome death with open arms.
Okay, sweet release. Okay, I begin by untapping.
Getting so mercilessly destroyed this whole game. It's like the fastest round of Magic I've ever played.
I'm going to tap 5 mana here to play SPDR Spider. I can't remember if
is that the
Spider piloted by Penny there?
Yeah.
Very cool legendary artifact creature. They have vigilance. When they enter, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Kind of getting some overlap, getting a little bit of synergy here between bioorganic carapace and Spider piloted by Penny. And now, okay, so when they enter, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Let me go ahead and put I guess I'll do Spider Bite. Why not? Okay.
The scythe of the Reaper draws ever closer.
And I will attack now with both of these. So this is a 6/6. Oh, and I get to tap something, which in this case, Spider-Man 2099.
Okay.
And again, I'm attacking with a 6/6 and a 2/4.
I could sacrifice both of these cards to like maybe eke my way out for another turn, but I know what's in my hand, and I know this isn't turning around, so
okay.
I concede.
Good game. Wow.
That was rad. I can't believe how powerful Aunt May got.
Yes.
That's wild. That's like so fun.
A little 1 mana card that does some kind of fun stuff. I think it's a really cool thing about Magic in general, but like this format, the way we played, is that like there was some like kind of crazy, ultra rare, high mana, powerful cards, but also some tiny cards that like did a lot too.
Well, it's also fun to like, I had kind of like these like bigger villains, but like you've got these like fast hits with the spiders. Like, oh, I mod this. I used this like, little gadget from the belt. I made a little flip thing. Like it feels very like gadgety and building up in a way that feels very true to like the comics and the games and stuff. Like that's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wonder if like because your deck was so fast, like mine definitely needed time to like kind of get all my dudes out and stuff. Like it was well played. I'm not trying to take anything away from you. But I think also like I was on the back foot. There was never a moment in this game where I was like, aha!
And a little bit like deck design, but also a lot of like luck. I got some good cheap cards early that was able to really work.
My next card that would have destroyed you is Venom.
Ooh,
Actually, probably wouldn't have destroyed you, but I was really expecting to flip over an island or something.
Yeah, this is also fun because like again, it's been a long time since I played Magic, so like some of these like powers, even like reach is new to me, and some of these things are very novel. It was fun to like not only read that, oh, this is something you could do, but then to get to do it. It's really fun.
Blue and white feels like such a classic, like early '90s, like healer deck.
A little good boy over here. Playing Aunt May and like nice guy characters. I have some villains in my deck that didn't make their way out.
It is also like hey, Marvel, like get creative. I want to see the feature film where Aunt May puts on a Biocarapace and like smacks down like Venom. You know what I mean? Like that is Aunt May versus Black Cat with Aunt May and a Biocarapace. Like that's an action sequence we deserve.
Yes, giving Sigourney Weaver and aliens.
Yes,
get off!
Yes, exactly. That'd be great. Yes, like that's what we need.
This was a blast. Yeah, a little bit more one-sided than we might have expected. But
I think it was pretty even.
I think if we play 3 more times, which we might, I think we'll see very different results.
Yeah, that was rad.
Magic the Gathering Marvel Spider-Man releases on September 26, 2025. New to Magic? Not anymore, you're not. Head to magic.wizards.com/Marvel for quick learn to play videos and see how easy it is to swing into the game with Marvel Spider-Man.